Welcome back to OpenTTD. We're playing the Rail Baltica project, and we're down here in Poland. Of course, you know, we have a huge network and all that stuff, but we're focusing right now here on Poland because we recently built this line connecting these two orchards up to Brodnica, where there is a cider mill, and we're already working on transporting some fruits there. But what we want to do next is transport off the cider from Brodnica, and we want to transport it probably here to Warsaw. And we discovered that the general store is over here on this side of the river, which is a bit further away from the main train station, but it also makes sense that maybe there's a cargo station here and a passenger station here. So we don't mind that in the slightest, and we will just roll with it and build a new station, which will be a cargo station, which will also serve this scrapyard industry, probably. So the problem is we want to kind of keep things here in range. We can probably trick around with that a little bit. Ugh, this is such a bad terrain for a station, to be quite honest. Maybe we could put the station kind of up here. Yeah, it's a maybe. It's a possibility. At least the entrance to that station will be a pain though, because of this bridge and all that stuff. Ugh. Not a fan. Maybe we could put it like here. Yeah, that you can kind of come in there, and then we do like a little bit longer way around. Oh, I like that much more. That's much better. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay, I kind of dislike how this stuff here looks. So let's see. This is gonna be a sort of cargo. Well, this is heavy cargo. There's a heavy cargo station here. That's gonna be for the pickup of this probably. So we have like a heavy cargo pickup here. Okay. The Warsaw mayor wants a bit of new parks built, I guess. Fair enough. So heavy cargo, that's gonna be the pickup for this. Yeah, we'll place it right behind here, behind these houses. That's the boneyard station indeed. So then we have a delivery station for lower cargos. So that's gonna be here. And of course they already like not allowing again. Okay, I think we have to, pay a few special taxes. Well, let's build a statue of ourselves, why not? And then bribing. That worked out. And then we place that here as a new station. Yeah. So we want to put that as two stations because obviously we want to have different people here. So this is going to be the, how do you call these things? A scrapyard. Scrapyard. A new hotel in Lodz. You don't say. Alright, we'll check that out in a second. But very exciting. And this is the stores. Yeah, sure. Why not? Right, and then we kind of have our cargo lead into there, and we have to have some switching ability that looks like this kind of, maybe. Can they switch on both sides? Yeah, technically yes, that's fine. Okay, then like nice bridges here, and then we have to fight our way through that forest somehow, and then, well, where do we actually connect up to? So it's a little bit difficult because we actually, the cider mill is on this line here. So I think it's time that we actually figure out like how to make a proper junction here in Warsaw. I think it's time for that. Ugh. Yeah. Sure. we'll do some proper junctioning. You guys hopefully like seeing me struggle, because that's gonna be a little bit of a pain. But it's okay. It's a learning opportunity, actually. I mean, I do not know this game that well that I can do these things just quickly. I have to figure them out each time by myself a bit. But that's part of the fun of this game also. It's a bit of a puzzle to figure out like how to make stuff work. Right, like that. So that's at least somewhat connected. Okay, so let me just quickly jump board here and look at that hotel. So the hotel will be constructed up here in the northern area of the city. It's interesting, certainly. I believe we should be able to connect that up from the main road here very easily, so why not do that? Yeah. Yeah, the name I hate, of course. This is gonna be the, I don't know, what kind of station name could we have here? We have already center, we have the town thing. This is kind of the outskirts of the northern area. Northern district. I don't know. Bad naming. Bad at naming. Yeah. So we have to figure out, this is gonna be the male one. The male one goes here as well, please. So let's see if we can grab a passenger one. This is also a male one. Here's a passenger one, and this one will also go here. Okay, mission accomplished. As soon as the hotel is built, we should be able to easily do things. We could deliver food also to hotels, technically, actually, alcohol to hotels, technically. And there is a hotel here. It's boring. That's why we didn't do it, not because we forgot about it, no. Just because it's super boring. Okay, just building out the city a bit, just so that they have some room to grow. Okay, so yeah, we're still going ahead with the plan here. So, I don't like that those tunnels are coming in here like a little bit too tight. I would like to relocate them probably a little bit to that higher area here. Then we have kind of a T-junction probably, not sorry what I'm saying, like an X, like cross. And this maintenance depot has to go completely, because that's like not at all in a good position here. But at the same time, I would like Warsaw to have one. Just don't know where to place it. Maybe it's part of the industrial area in the end, I don't know. For sure we'd have to remove it. So, yeah. Let's start with that, like scaling back on that. And what I also might consider is that we pause the game. I mean, you can construct, not usually in pause, but I think I have the setting enabled that you can. And it's just for, I don't know, my own sanity. Otherwise you have to do a lot of stopping trains everywhere. It's not that much fun, I guess. It's pretty easy to stop them, but... So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here in a second when the train's actually in the station. Okay. That's more or less how we can work with things, I guess. So we'll just kind of do all of this stuff out. These tunnels need to go. Yeah, Warsaw is gonna be a bit angry about us doing that. Okay, clean slate. I'm excited. I hope you also are. Well, this tunnel wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. We could maybe have left it, but it's very tied to that station. I don't like that. I also don't like this tunnel, to be honest. Very strongly considering just not doing that tunnel as a tunnel. Probably we will do it like that, yeah. Then we can come in from top here, like so. Then we can make the junction kind of on that. So usually what I like to do is I would just like to draw out like kind of the cross line. Like this is kind of one cross, and then the second cross is kind of like that it comes from there. And we might do some terraforming to build bridges easier. Okay, maybe. So then could try to go a little bit further out, right? Okay, there's gonna be pretty big changes here in the topography of Warsaw, but so be it. Right, and then this would be the one that connects to that, so that we'd have like basically the cross connections, and then we have to figure out like how to connect everything else with everything else. Yeah. This is gonna be the station lead. That part is probably pretty easy to figure out. And then this part is also fairly straightforward. Just have to get down one more elevation level, 2 more elevation levels, something. I don't know yet how to do that. Probably with a bit of terraforming as well. If we could get here, yeah, that would be nice. Okay, perfect. Then we'll just do that. Okay, that's the rough thing. If we want to be ambitious here quickly, we can do already the station part that we later on know how far out it goes, but we'll try to make it a compact layout one. So basically just connecting these in. Then you have to switch, be able to switch to these two. And then you also have to switch between those, so I would prefer if we came out down a little bit earlier, because then we could put a nice cross there in a very easy way. Something like that. That would be the simplest way to connect everything up. And I do like simplicity, it definitely has its charm. Right, perfect. Very, very nice. Good stuff. We do want to remove that stuff here later on, but there's still one train on there, so I cannot fully delete it yet. But I will remove this left-hand side here for it already. Okay. That's not correct. That is correct. So, so now, well, this is super crazy, like actually to build it here. Pooh. So there's a few connections that we technically don't need. Like we don't need to come from this right-hand side to go right to the top yet. But we kind of want to do that maybe in the future to bring out the scrapyard stuff. So realistically, this is such a mess that I would actually prefer not to do it like quite like this even. Yeah, I kind of want to like line it up better. Okay, yeah, I know. Deforestation, all that stuff. A little bit. This time we're going pretty hard with the terraforming, it seems. But we'll make it look nice afterwards, hopefully. But my goal is that we create here something that is reasonable looking and also reasonably efficient, because this is a pretty important junction, I guess, in the end. So let's align these up a bit better. And that means building the bridges like this. Good. Right, and then technically you would build out yeah, you have to connect everything with everything. So we can just quickly take a look at how we did it before. Where did we build some junction that was similar? Probably we did in this game, right? Yeah, you have to build like these junctions. Like, I mean, I know how a T-junction works, so it's basically like these heart-shaped junctions. You have to build like these lines here, and these connection lines here on the side. And with a 4 junction, you do basically... So I know that in this game we built like a very crazy one. I just don't remember where. Strange. Okay. So if this was like the heart-shaped junction, then we would go from this one here, from the left side, and you want to go into this top left side. So you have to be kind of like have this circle, and then you have to have this circle. And then you also want to have like inner ones where you can go from this left side to that left side, for example. So these inner ones are kind of the easy ones because they're kind of like you can do them like this in a very short way. And the outer ones you would have to go... Oh my god. Okay, I'll have to think about this for just a second, because this is screwing over my head right now. So we want to go out from here and into... So this left side into this left side, right. So it's kind of like, technically the connection should be like this. Well, and then you kind of have to get into there somehow, but probably it's easier to get out here, for example. Right. Probably. I guess. So then you have to go the same in every direction if you want to make it a full junction. This is gonna be so ugly. And then down here and in there, yeah. With the very short leads, I would like to have like larger leads. Let's see if we want to terraform it further to make that possible. So here, like so. And then now you also want to connect up the inner ones, as I said, like for example, this one to this one, and then this one and that one. So they have like these inner leads here as well. They could be as simple as that. Is that right? Like I come in from this left side and I can go out into this right side? No. That's not correct. So, 1 second. Like here on the left side, you drive left, you go in here, and then you go here left. That's correct. I go here on this left side, I drive here, I get out of this one. Get out on this one, but I want to get probably on this one here. Huh? How is this properly working? Am I the idiot here? Like you cannot connect these straight up, right? Because you come out here. No, you can. Yeah, I just have an incorrect mental model somehow. Yeah. I suppose you can do them out here, like so. To make it a real mess. In theory, it's better to make them outside anyway, to be honest, because then they're better spaced out. If you do like a lead out here, and then you can come here, and then let's see about this tunnel, if you can convince it to not exist anymore, then you can kind of get into there. Yeah. Then here. Like so, yeah. It's taking shape. The shape is a little bit ugly, but it should work. Technically, I think we have all the connections that you need to make this work. Is there any potential ways for improvement? So I hate this junction, for example. Let's just see if we can make that a little bit better. For example. So we bring that down a little bit earlier. And that's pretty nice. So I would also say we can make that one kind of from here. And I think that would look a little bit more symmetrical, could be. Like here, I think it makes some sense for efficiency reasons to go like this. This junction here is also has a lot of tight corners. Maybe it's not so good because we go up and down basically. It's also not really sensible. So if you do it like on the other side there, we can also just do it here to lead out a little bit earlier. I think that makes sense. Then here, go down, down, down. Okay. Do we have any other elevations that are necessary? I think it actually is fairly okay, more or less. If we're okay with it, then I would say let's try to signal it out, because that should be okay as well. Then here, here, then these ones are also like that. These ones are like this. Probably these signals you are not supposed to have here. Because they're too tight here. There's not enough space to really for a train to stop in these gaps, I guess, without blocking the whole junction. But that's the case for a lot of things here. To be honest, it's a bit tight. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be super high capacity yet, so let's be kind in the comment section if you want to comment about how bad this is. I know, not a good player at this game, just an okay player. Then probably a few here couldn't hurt. There's still so much potential for blocking this up, it's not even funny. Yeah, let's hope for the best. And here we have some signals, and then I'll put a few one-way here just in case they get stupid ideas. Probably put that also like this. Is that more or less signaled? I hope so. Okay, let's roll with it, and let's do a little bit of cleanup as this train is leaving. Okay, first brave driver gets into that junction here. Okay, first complaint about no pathing. That's interesting. No, you're just waiting. So that's also St. Petersburg, Tallinn. That's very far away. That's unrelated to our changes here in Poland. Right. Yeah, no, that's pretty fine, I would guess. So we'll actually make a little bit of cleanup here, because I just feel like it, to make it look a little bit more natural. We can make a little bit of elevation here to represent that there was some kind of construction here. Yeah. I think that looks fairly natural, I would say, and we'll put a few plants here to make it more so even. Honestly, that looks pretty fine, right? Let's see about this. It's definitely not the worst thing I've ever built. It's not great, especially that the station is directly behind it. That's just asking for bottlenecks and stuff, because the whole junction locks up when trains are leaving the station. I think that's definitely not a good design. You can already tell that that's not a good design. Let's see how things are going to go. It also has the disadvantage that before I think trains could leave from different platforms easier. Yeah, it has a lot of disadvantages, but the traffic is low enough that I will not be bothered by it. So then, as far as maintenance is concerned, we'll build that here in the northern city, because I do need maintenance somewhere. It doesn't have to be crazy good, it just needs to be there. So let's make it happen. Kind of need to get into that easier, because if I place it here, there's a 90-degree turn. I mean, I don't like it here, but it's kind of the best way, I guess. Okay. Right, so Warsaw stores, finally. Phew, what a journey to here. Alright, so alcohol. Cider, what are we transporting it in? Boxcars? Or rather in tankers? I mean, boxcars to me makes more sense, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like you don't bring in like that much cider to a store, like in barrels. Like, what, they're gonna fill it at the store into stuff? That doesn't make sense to me. So no, we're not gonna do that. We are going to go ahead and get over here. For loading though, it might make sense here to have another station, because I don't want them to use the passenger station for loading. I think that would be really inefficient. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is nice, but I would love to be able to make that a separate station. Loading dock, loading cider. Right, then just tick, simple, maybe a bit too simple, because we also want to get a signal there, probably, maybe. Okay, more or less. So you go here for the cider loading, and then you bring that here to the stores. That's gonna be your mission, my friend. And yeah, I think what we're gonna do is quickly accompany that that little train here on its path, because I'm curious how it goes. And yeah, let's see. Going through the main station here. Oh yeah, this junction is nicely overgrowing now a little bit. It looks much more natural. Again, much too close to the station to be really good. We could later on move the station up on the other side of the city, maybe. It's pretty easy, I guess. Probably be able to do that at some point in the future. We'll want to check out these messages, but usually they refer to basically just slow junctions, not complete blockages, which is fine. So here we're going over the river. I don't remember, is it the Weichsel or the Bog or something? Is this the Weichsel? Bug. This is the Weichsel also, yeah, it's the Weichsel, I guess. I would say so. So by Sirpch, where there's quite a few people standing on the passenger station here, wanting to go to Warsaw or Brodnica. Unfortunately, they cannot come with us because we're not a passenger train. And yeah, the cider mills, hopefully, is already working, is it? Maybe not. I was hoping for there to be a little bit cider already, truth be told, but I think they will only produce it now that things are shaking out, that we are getting actually pick up. That's when they start producing it only. And now, yes, there is the first cider getting in there. Very, very good. And while it's waiting here, there's already a bit of fruits on this line. Very, very nice. Cool. Then I think for today's episode, that's gonna be it. I think we accomplished quite a good thing. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Take care.